Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Concepts. I am Ankita, your English educator, and today we are going to be studying about another topic from the vocabulary part, which is known as onomatopoeia. Now, what is onomatopoeia? Do you know about the sounds which animal make? What does the cat sound like? It sounds like meow, right? What does a bicycle sound like? Or the bell of a bicycle sounds like tring tring, right? Or how does your phone make sounds when it is in a vibrating mode? It sounds like buzz, right? Now, all these sounds, when you write these sounds, they are the exact copy of their sound. When we say the bell is ringing, the bell is making a sound like ring, ring, right? So when we write the bell is ringing, it is saying the same thing. The bell is making a sound. What sound it is making? Ring. And the sound's spelling is also ring, ring, right? So those words are known as onomatopoeia, which sound or look exactly like their sound. The pronunciation is same like their sound. The spelling is same like their sound. And when we say it in a sentence, the meaning conveys also like the sound. Now, when we say your ears popped, you have a ear popping sound, right? The tuck sound, the pop sound. Now, these sounds are known as onomatopoeia. Like when you crack something, when you crack an egg, it makes a crack sound, right? It makes crack types of sound. So, these sounds look exactly like their sounds. They have the same spelling like crack only. So, these sounds are known as onomatopoeia. Now, what is an onomatopoeia? An onomatopoeia is a word that is written the way that it sounds. It means it is written the way it sounds. How is the meow of the cat written? As M-E-O-W, which pronounced as meow. So it is written also as meow. Now this sound, the sound of a snake. What is the sound of a snake? Hiss. The sound that the snake makes is hiss. Now what is the spelling of this hiss sound? The sound a cat makes is meow. The sound a snake makes is hiss. The sound's spelling is also H-I-S-S. Now we do not say a snack sounds like hiss. We say the hissing of a snack, the meowing of a cat, right? The barking of a dog. So all these words which sound the same like their, or which are written exactly like their sounds, they are known as onomatopoeia. Okay. Now, see, the fly is buzzing, the phone buzz. Now, how will a fly make a sound? A fly will make a buzz sound, right? So, this buzzing sound is written with the same spelling. The fly is buzzing, the phone buzzed. So, these buzz word has the same onomatopoeic sound as the word, as the spelling only. So, the way it sounds for the bees, buzz, the sound is also written the same way as the spelling, B-U-Z-Z, okay? Next we have pow. Now, most of you who have learnt about comics or any kind of cartoon characters, you see when there is an explosion. Like, where is this word pow used? It's used to indicate a sudden loud noise or a blow or an explosion. So, in cartoon characters, in cartoon serials, or if you watch any cartoon movies, you will see those characters or those comics use this pow sound when there is a big blast or something, right? Not exactly blast, but something has popped up, right? Literally like an explosion. So that pow sound is like pow. So that sound has the exact spelling P-O-W. We do not say explosive sound, we say pow sound. Okay, so that is known as an onomatopoeia. Next we have squish. Now, have you tried squishing something? Now, when you squish, especially a tomato, when you squish a tomato, it makes a gurgling sound, right? That squishing sound, like squish, it will make a squish sound. If you press it too hard and it gets crumpled all the way, then that sound is known as squish, right? Now, for example, there is another word which we know as swish. Now, why swish? Because whenever you take something and move it this way, that is known as swish. Or flick. When you change the switch from on to off, that means you are flicking the switch. Now, when you switch off or switch on something, you will hear a sound tick or flick. That sound is exactly written that way. Or swishing is something you are trying to make with your, that like Superman's robe. that kind of sounds are known as onomatopoeia. Now, most of the times you do not pay attention to the sounds. Now, whenever you pay attention to the sound, like if someone is knocking on the door, the sound is knock, knock, right? The sound is only knock, and we say it as knocking on the door. We do not say someone is putting their hands and moving the door. We do not say, we say knocking on the door, and the sound is also knock, knock, right? So these sounds are known as onomatopoeia. Next example we have zap. Now, most of the things like electrical items have the sound of zap. Now, nowadays most of the families use an electric stove. We do not use the lighter to light the stove. But most of the time when we use the lighter, the end tip of the lighter, the exact tip of the lighter had an electricity sparkling, and that made the zap sound, right? So that sound is known as zap. This is an electrocutor, okay? This is used by policemen specifically so that it passes of electricity and the person is unable to move. But this sound, you see the electricity moving this sign, this passing of the electricity makes a zap sound, zap. So that sound is written exactly as Z-A-P, zap. You understand that? Next we have smack. Now, I don't know how many times you have been beaten or you have beaten someone. You see, whenever in serials, specifically in serials only, you will see that someone has slapped someone, then there is a smack noise. There is in Hindi that is known as a chatak sound, right? So you hear that sound very carefully. It sounds like smack. So that sound is known as an onomatopoeia word, okay? That word smack is known as onomatopoeia. You say someone is smacking someone, means someone is continuously giving slaps to someone, right? So slapping, smacking, all these sounds are onomatopoeia, okay? Next we have ting. The most common word ting, you hear it every day with your phone's notification. Now some of you make musical noises for your phone, but the original noises which come from any phone notification is known as ting. Now there is another ting which is in the bell, in the school bells, which was ting, 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 right? In earlier, when you were in smaller classes, there used to be a bell. Now there are electric bell which make the buzz or the zap sound, right? But now earlier there used to be what? There used to be the bells which made a ting, ting, ting sound, because the metal hit with the metal makes the ting sound, right? So similarly, the notifications also make the ting sound. The ting sound is written is also as ting, T-I-N-G. So that is a onomatopoeia word. When you say ting, it sounds like ting, right? So ting is an onomatopoeic word.